talk about is sharing your location. How do you guys feel about sharing your location with your partner? Your partner in general, is that something in your relationship that is a non-negotiable, or you can take it or leave it? It doesn't really matter. How do y'all feel about that?
Interesting conversation. For me, especially being a married woman, having kids, especially having adult children as well, it's important for safety reasons for me. I feel that it's a safety precaution because in the event that something happens, you can't get in touch with your kid or your spouse or your significant other. You can go right to that Find My iPhone app and kind of pinpoint and locate. But for some men, because I've spoken to several, feel like it's a secure, I won't say security, a trust issue. If there's no trust and there's an issue with you trusting your spouse or your significant other, that's going to be an issue for them because they feel like you're trying to track them or trace their steps or try to figure out where they're at every single hour or moment of the day. And that's not simply the case. So for me, personally, I feel like it's a safety precaution. It has nothing to do with trust. So it has to really, it's between you and that mate. But for me, I feel like it's a good feature to have.
I can understand that.
Yeah,
I can understand that.
I agree. I agree because, for instance, my husband and I, we have it on. I have it on for him. He has it on for me. I don't know if a lot of people do it, but the ice on your phone, the in case of emergency, we have that both set for each other. Again, it's for us a safety precaution. I know where he is at all times. He knows where I am at all times. And I feel like with Constance, how you said, like some have a trust issue. If you're not doing anything you're not supposed to be doing, or you're not out, somewhere where you're not supposed to be, it shouldn't be a problem. So for me, location, having it on, it's not an issue.
I obviously have something a different opinion.
Let's hear it.
Look, just from off of experience with someone who had an insecurity issue, I don't feel that I don't feel okay with showing my location with my significant other. For one, because it can be crazy sometimes.
Okay.
People don't know how to act when they have insecurities.
True.
You can't trust me because you can either call me or text me. I'll tell you where I'm at that point, but I don't feel like I need to have my location on my phone where you can see my every move and where I'm driving to. I have been in that situation where my phone has been checked like that, and I don't like that situation. Now with my kid, my son, I got him on. I need to know where he at all times because he's in my vehicle. But with my significant other, that's a different level. You don't need to know all that, and I don't want to know where you at. When I want to know, then I can call you and we can communicate like that. But you're not gonna follow me everywhere I go.
So can I ask issue?
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm not okay with that.
So was it a trust issue between the two?
Right.
Okay. Insecurity.
And that's fair.
Insecurity, yeah. It's
if you guys don't have the trust, it's going to be an issue with having that feature. It's going to be an issue.
Yeah.
Agreed. I had the trust. The other person didn't have the trust.
He didn't have the trust. So I get what you're saying. And see, I'm kind of where you are, Chantel, but at the same time, not really. For me, it's like, I don't want the location on, but it's not really because I don't want you knowing where I am or anything like that. I don't like computers anyway. Y'all already know. I feel like everything's a Terminator. Everything gonna come get us. Siri, Alexa, all these. I'm not with it. I use it because I have to, in my daily routine and everything. For the most part, I'm Tampa, born and raised, right? I know how to get to certain places, but if I'm lost or whatever, look, hey, I said certain places. I didn't say everywhere. Certain places, but I will turn on MapQuest, and if I really don't know where I am, okay, I'll turn on my location for like situations like that. so that it can help me in that time of need to get me where I gotta go. But when it comes to sharing it with your partner, if he absolutely wanted me to have it on, cool, it's not a problem. But leaving it up to me, nah, my location don't need to be on. And that's where like I said, I agree with you, Chantel, with you want to know where I'm at, hit me, call me, text me or something like that, and I'll tell you where I'm at, but I don't necessarily feel like it has to be on. So mine is always off unless I
sorry. But are y'all truly not feeling like how Constance and I said, like for the emergency aspect, like,
right.
You can't, you call it and you can't answer, or they're calling and they can't answer, and you're not sure it's late at night or it's early in the morning or whatever the case may be. You don't feel like having that on is just an extra level of one. It could be safety. It could be a safety thing for you as a woman. You don't feel like that should be something.
But like see, the thing is, hold on, because I got something to say on that too.
Yeah, you always got something to say.
Okay, so it's not that even like my thing is, I don't even have to have the location on. Like my location was looked up just by going into the Google Maps and looking up the timeline of where I traveled.
Okay,
like yeah. Now I cut that off. I don't even want that on no more. No.
Okay, can I ask you though? Okay, if it was a person that you trusted though, like okay, there's no trust, there's no any of that. You trusted this person, they trust you. Would you then have a problem with having it on if that's what they asked of you?
Like, for example, like let's say if we're traveling out of town somewhere, then okay, I can see, like if I was traveling to South Carolina, I'm in the woods somewhere and the interstate always be in the back road somewhere in the country. Right. Then yeah, I'm going to have my location on for those certain situations. But every single time I step out the door, you need to know my location? No.
And that's not necessarily what it is. It's not like you're sitting there with your phone when they walk out the door. Oh, he's
right. What is that?
Oh, he's
where at?
It's not like that. Because trust me, I don't look at my phone to see my husband's every single move because we have trust. Right. I know where he's at, 100% of the day. But for some reason, he goes out with his homeboys. It's 2-3 o'clock in the morning and he's still not home yet. And I can hit this and say, oh, he's here. He's been in a car accident or he might be locked up somewhere. Like, you never know. And then like even adult kids, like with my daughters, like I look at their stuff just to see if they're safe. I have a college kid. I have, grown kids that live on their own. So I think it all boils down and let us know, Shenanigang, how y'all feel about it. Drop us a comment. Let us know how y'all feel about it. Because I feel like if it's trust in the relationship, it shouldn't be a big issue. It should be improper.
Absolutely. I agree with you.
Like I said, I'm not disagreeing I'm not disagreeing with what you guys are saying, Kim and Constance. It's just that I guess for me personally, I usually have mine off. But I mean, I understand where y'all are coming from because I mean, even with, my oldest daughter, she was in a situation where she lost her phone, but luckily her location was on. And so we were able to track it. Somebody from her school that was in her band class had it at their house. They own it, doing all kinds of stuff. And she didn't have a lock code on it. So they all in the phone and we messaging back and forth. Well, can you meet me? I'll pay you even if you bring me my daughter phone because she need the phone, so we didn't end up retrieving the phone, in that situation, but at least we knew that, okay, somebody got you for the most part.
Right.
So
right.
I get it, but it's just a personal choice for me. I turn it on when I need it. Absolutely.
And that's cool. That's absolutely cool. It doesn't make you right or wrong, whether you choose to use it or not. It's a personal preference. Just it is what it is. So just let us know what y'all think.
But for me and mine, it's on.
Right. And
it's on.
It's gonna be on.
Look,
and it better stay on. You have a good reason on why you turn it off.
You got the Boondocks though. You got the Boondocks. There's a reason for you to have yours.
Wait a minute. Wait. Okay. No.
Oh wait. No. Wait. Okay. Okay. No. Go ahead.
But that again, that's another thing. No, spoon dogs, whatever. But where I am living, I travel from here to where y'all are in Tampa. But that's another. He can see where I am on the road or how far I've gone or whatever.
Right.
But I don't think, again, trust issue. I don't think he's sitting there looking. Oh, is she at her sister's? Was she at in Tampa? I don't think that, because again, I have full trust for him. I'm not when I'm looking at him. It's like, okay, because he's in sales. So I'm like, okay, well, what store is he at? Like where that's usually when I look at it. Or if he says like every day he tells me when he's on his way home, I'll look and see, okay, how close he is or whatever. You just, again, it's just for me, it's just security. It's a safety thing.
Right, you might be trying to spark something up. You need to know what.
Right.
Oh, God.
Right.
Yeah. All right. I mean, I guess like I said, I don't disagree. I understand where y'all coming from, and everybody's points are valid. But yeah, for me, I'm good. I turn it on. I need it.
Hey, what's up, Shenanigang? You just watched a clip from our podcast, Late Night Shenanigans. You can find our full video on our channel. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to be notified when we upload more content. Thanks for watching. Bye.